Hey, good evening, everyone. So today I wanted to talk to you about one of the questions I get asked so often, and it is this normal? Sometimes it's accompanied with a really lovely looking picture. Sometimes it's not, but this, I'm sure, has to be one of the most Googled questions and one of the questions that doulas get like all the time. Am I right, doula sisters? So I wanted to talk to you about the ones that I hear the most, my top 5, and if this is helpful for you or if you've asked this question before, drop your favorite emoji down below. I would love to hear what if you've ever asked this question before. But I do want to throw a disclaimer out there. This video is not intended as medical advice. If you're concerned with your well-being or the well-being of your baby, please contact your provider. Again, this is not to be taken as medical advice. This is just a resource for you, and I think it is so good that we all know very basic things about how our body works, how labor works, and so the number one, I'll start off, thing that I get asked is it normal to cramp early in your pregnancy? This one really worries women quite often, and this is especially if you've had a miscarriage or, a previous loss. So the cramping that, I'm just going to move this up a little bit. The cramping can cause some anxiety, truly, and I just want to ease your mind a bit. When you get pregnant, there is a hormone called relaxin, and relaxin, it starts to release and can be detected in your body about at 7 weeks is the earliest. So relaxin's job is to loosen all of those ligaments and really make room in your body for the baby to grow and for the baby to descend into your pelvis. So if you experience like back pain, leg pain, random aches and cramping, it could definitely be because of this hormone. Now, if this cramping is worse than period cramps, or it's continuous and like position changes, resting, that doesn't relieve it, or if it's accompanied by bleeding, that's really a time that you want to contact your provider. So many people have cramping in early pregnancy. So just breathe and let your body do its thing and just relax. Okay, the next one. Is it normal to spot during pregnancy? Or to have like a little bit of bleeding? Well, anytime you have bleeding during pregnancy, it can really start making your heart race. Isn't that right? Like, that's a scary thing to see. So the American Pregnancy Association says that 20% of women have some sort of bleeding during their pregnancy. Now, if you experience this in your first trimester, it's most likely not a reason for concern. Sometimes you can get something called implantation bleeding. And this happens when the egg implants into the lining of the uterus, and you may experience some light spotting, and this just indicates some old blood coming out when there's like that brown discharge. Now, this again is super normal to have, especially in the first trimester. So just take a deep breath, call your provider, relax. Most likely everything is fine. Another thing that I get asked is it normal to leak milk while you're pregnant? Well, some women start leaking colostrum, or that first milk. It's very nutrient dense, and some women start having a little bit of that at 14 weeks. Now, others go their whole pregnancy without leaking any. So yes, it is normal. It doesn't mean like you'll run out of milk or that you'll overproduce milk. It just means that you probably have some leaky milk ducts, and that's just how it is. So, again, that one is just something that we don't really know about until it happens to us. So, is it normal to push for so long? Now, I'm really not sure why so many women think that once they get to that second stage of labor that it only takes a couple pushes and boom, baby's here. Like, that can be the case for some women. Most like second, third, fourth time moms, but first time moms on an average can push an hour, but like can go 4 hours. And a lot of this just really depends on the position you're pushing in, and if you're able to instinctually push or if you're doing coach pushing. Now, if you are pushing on your back, it can cause baby to get stuck under that pubic bone, and you're pushing against gravity, so it's going to take a little longer. So using gravity to your advantage and squatting can actually open up your pelvis about 30% more and shorten that pushing time. So yes, it is normal to push for a long time, but again, there's so many different factors that go along with that. But curious, how long did you mamas push for? Okay, last one. Is it normal to still look pregnant after delivery? Girl, yes. Now, it's taken you like 9-10 months to grow a baby, so it's going to take you time to heal. Your body is miraculous and it was made to birth, but please do not expect that overnight you're going to feel like yourself. You're going to have a squishy tummy for a while, and you know what? That is so beautiful. It just shows that you have grown a baby, and not every woman gets to experience that. So after delivery, your uterus shrinks back to normal in about 6 to 8 weeks. Now, if you feel like your tummy is hanging out or you see some bulges in the middle, it might be a sign of diastasis recti, and you should probably be evaluated for pelvic floor therapy or PT. And honestly, I think every woman should be evaluated and get pelvic floor therapy, whether or not you have a vaginal delivery or cesarean. Like, it's carrying babies is a lot of hard work on that area. So again, if you have any medical questions, don't hesitate to contact your nurse line. That is why they're there, and this should be used as a reference, as a starting point. And it's good to know our natural, normal, how our body works. We all should be well versed in that. So I have made a free handout just for you guys. I know it can be so overwhelming for you moms to know what's normal and what's not, and this handout goes over 8 of the top is this normal questions that I get regularly. So if you would like this, go to bit.ly/whatisnormal to get your free download. And also, did you know that I have this super awesome, fun photo contest going on right now? Seriously, this is only open until the 31st, so like a week. So I want to see your favorite pregnancy, maternity, birth photos, and this is for a chance to win a rebozo and lifetime access to my online course. So this is about a $350 value. Now I'll post the directions in the comments, but the first step is to go to bit.ly/blissfulbirthphotocontest and put in your name and email. So I cannot wait to see all of your pictures. And if you don't think you need a rebozo or my course, totally fine. But there's probably some friends out there that you know that do need it. So enter all your pictures. There's no limit. And I'm really, really excited to see them all.